it is truly painful. Oh. Today's plan is one, really, God, I should not do this directly after eating. See, yesterday was a big problem, because yesterday I was an idiot, and I really probably should be thinking a little better about it overall. That being, you know, the learning to draw thing. Like, I should be really thinking about it more. But I have bad habits. So my new plan is I must not go into automatic function. If I go into automatic function, I'll stop actually functioning well. I gotta stay properly focused, so every 15 or so minutes I gotta just go stretch at least. I'm gonna reevaluate what I am directly doing. Not to mention, I'm not learning specifically just to rock black and white. I can use color. It's just black and white is useful when figuring out what I'm doing. Which is gonna be basically just constantly about self-correction more so than anything, you know? Oh, Lord. Well, I probably should have done this directly after eating. It's like, why suffer yourself like that? Why do that to yourself? It's a miracle. And still not too sure what I'm gonna do today, but I got some images to myself over here on my other screen because I'm somehow rich enough to have 2 screens. It's amazing. God forbid. God knows I used this one as my main monitor for years. And now the only reason I even got a second monitor was so I could have a reference monitor. Priorities. It feels so hot tonight, but it's what? It's only 23, but it feels way worse than that. Yeah, okay, I gotta reevaluate this slightly. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Okay. I do want to jump right into it, but that's a terrible idea. And it's a reason I don't generally jump right into anything. A little bit of stretching, even if it's just basic line work. Just gotta do the many of things. Oh my lord. You know the worst part? I can rotate the screen. I'm just not bothered to. I'm a very lazy artist, all things considered. I just can't help myself. Oh wow, that's some terrible boxes by me. Like, what is even the purpose of this box? Look at it. Look at it. It's a terrible box. Like, it should, if I want to do that angle, it needs to look like that. You know? That's still wrong, because you still gotta put your see-through lines in there, because it's practice. It doesn't need to look good. It just needs to be functionally helping. I would put on different music, but that's also part of my problem. The music I've been using, kind of distracting. Am I actually sweating bullets at the moment? It does not feel like 23. Must be high humidity. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just not built for this world. What I'm not built for is hand-eye coordination, apparently. These are some terrible circles. Look at them. Oh. It's a pleasant night, even if I'm talking to myself. I'll be stuck in hospital tomorrow anyway. So what can you do? Also, narrating what I'm doing and why I'm doing it's also a good thing. Helps with the learning, from what I've been told. This is just mostly about line control more so than anything. I'm supposed to generally do these exercises every day, but I hadn't done any art for like a year there, so it's rusty to say the least. Like, look at that, look at that! It should be like that. But that's me using my wrist. Don't want to use my wrist. If we can avoid it. Oh my lord. One, two. Actually, that's also a good one. I'm probably gonna do this for like 15 or so minutes. Just get into the swing of it. It's always so much easier on paper, but I never really did get used to doing what's the word? The digital art. It's not my forte, but it's easier overall because I don't need to pay for materials. You know how much paper I have? Ungodly amounts of paper. So much paper. Honestly, just like next to me is like 4 different stacks of paper. It's amazing. Exactly 4 stacks of paper. The rest of my paper is on a different desk. I can do Mantis Lords with my eyes closed at this point. They're the first bosses that I actually struggled with, and I struggled with them a lot. And I learned how to do them because I had to. Well, yeah, if you want to play the rest of Hollow Knight, you do have to. Actually, there's a boss in Silksong that's very similar to Mantis Lords. So similar, in fact, that I did it first time because of that fact. It's like, oh, this is just Mantis Lords. I think that was, if I'm remembering correctly, down in the mines. It's how you get to the void area of that game. I guess it's lava area. I haven't beaten Silksong yet. I got up to part 3, Act 3, and I haven't played anymore since. It's just so much to do. I think I was 80% done on the what's the word? Thing. 100% completion meter. Technically, I've never beaten Hollow Knight either. Though I've beaten nearly everything in Hollow Knight, I just haven't done the final boss. Too lazy. Much too lazy. See, that's why we don't work an automatic function, because I can actually do things and function. And do things I must. Oh. Meanie man. City of Tears. Love a good City of Tears. Personally went by Christopher Larkin. The man, the myth, the legend. Because he's making music. So it doesn't beat Outer Wilds, but you know, nothing to beat Outer Wilds. That shit's the ball. That's the delicious stuff. God, I'm sweating so much. Oh. I haven't done that exercise in ages, actually. I might do that one tomorrow, but it's more of a painful one. Or considered. It's this one. You gotta make a sphere with cubes. It's truly a painful, terrible exercise. Oh, pardon me. I should not have such a meal beforehand. It's not a good sign. Makes me feel so gaseous. Gaseous? Gaseous. Get a stiff arm from focusing on it too much. Why does it have to be so hot? And that's a terrible way to do a face. Looking down is easy, looking up not so much. What's not easy is sweat. What even is that? Not even gonna like establish that. We're just gonna say no. See? Automatic. That's why we don't work on automatic. Up, 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 up. The head is kind of flat up top always. No. Okay. Don't know why, but I cannot. It's so hot, but it's not. It's only 23 degrees. And yet I'm sweating like I'm 32-degree weather, honestly. Oh, yeah, okay. I should probably throw those into water. In you go. In you go. Lovely. Good to see you. Down you go. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm changing music, but so much for me not being distracted. That's... It's kind of a distracting thing, but like, I do really like it. Yeah, we'll live with it. Balmora. Not their best song, but I do like Remembrance when it will come up. Working all in one layer because that's how I work. I'm too lazy to do otherwise. The cross is because I end up leaning a lot of time when I do art for one reason or another, so the cross is literally the same, serves the exact same purpose it does in a video game. It keeps everything centered. For my lazy asses continues, you know. I'll pick a... should be fine. I could go for no music. I am very tempted to do no music at the moment. I am not liking any of it, am I? Oh, there are days. Many, many days. I'm just not feeling it sometimes, you know? Sometimes you're just like, no, today's not the day. What I might do is just turn it down further. And turn it up for whoever is watching their sanity. They don't want to just listen to me not do anything. Presumably. Maybe they do. Who am I to judge? All I need to really know is that I just need to work a bit. Something always important to remember as well is that you aren't really creating reality, more of an impression of reality. Sometimes I get stuck in the trying to create reality part, but sometimes I can skip out on the fact that I don't really need to. Perfect copy is not the ideal every time. Sometimes it's more important to make something that looks mostly real, or to stylize. Sometimes it ends up looking more real than if you just did it that way anyway. Eyes are weird, and they will continue to be weird. I'm fine with yeah, it's kind of a flat one. And edge. Okay, there we go. First off, we need a darker. That far? Yeah, that should be good. Modders are weird. They have this very nice pattern on them. And I'm gonna do that. Just working through it. No, it's not raining. I thought it was raining there. This is a roots, but I can ignore that more or less because there'll be, what's it called, green coming out of it. This is mostly just for my sanity. It's important to understand the shape and form, even if you aren't going to use it. Oh. Sometimes 2 shades are better than 3. But I will put 3 on these. But first we'll just put in the flat colours. I'm liking how this is turning out so far. At least initially. First, Control Z. I like to avoid it when I can. So I'm just mostly particular. Seems like the models have a very interesting structure. Like the way it looks is from above. Kind of black. Yeah, that's fine. It's more like they're 3 different shapes or different. Yeah. different balls connected to each other, so that's me, 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 me. A bit like that and like that. And from like a 3/4 view. It'd be something like that, I think. Oh, it's literally, it's 3 cylinders placed on top of each other that, I guess it'd be more like 3 of these cone shapes placed on top of each other, except the cone starting a little wider than that. Might be a more accurate, and then it's like, what? And then it's a curved on top. So what it'd be like. That's, yeah. Yeah, that looks maybe a little too of something else. Oh yeah, what are they doing? Oh yeah, this. Is that good? Actually, I might want to go further than that. Yeah. I'm not too sure if a linear... What's it called? A linear scale for the colors is the best thing. I don't think it is. Now we've got to go for green first. I should probably actually do this. Just so I know how my green looks before I'm using it. It's quite a muted green. That muted? Yeah, that muted. Okay. 1. Up 1. In. Up. In. Oh yeah, up up means towards me, and in just means away from me. I just vocalize it so I don't fall into bad habits. In. That looks like it's up. And then in. Okay, there's a rough shape down. Now I've got to do these plant bits. If I was smart, I'd put it on a different layer, but I want to keep everything on the same layer if I can. Because generally I just work on one layer anyway. And making a different layer for every time you do something. I can stylize a bit. It's kind of like spikeless. And then this is like its own, like a tomato has been taken off. Is it always 5? I wonder if it is always 5. I've never really thought about tomatoes that much. And that's this. Oh, yeah. Okay, a bit of a lighter one on. Darker? Yeah, darker. And those aren't really as dark. Except for this bit. Okay, I think that's this one, isn't it? Yeah. think I can give those tomatoes a bit more life. Yeah, that's good. How do I feel about it? How about we put some shadows in there too? This is Remembrance. Because I'm very good at remembering all of the songs from this album. Oh yeah, remembering songs. It might be a little too easy to use sometimes. What color is this? I feel mixed. I think they could have more life to them if I went for a deeper red. Could I actually just do that, actually? Let's see. Filter. Saturation? No, that's saturated. Ooh. Yeah, I needed like a bit more saturation. Merge. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. Do better next time. Or everything looks so dull now that I've done that. Oh. Oh. I don't know how long that took actually. Usually I like putting it down on paper, but can't always. Now because I'm a fool, I like to jump between hard and easy. Just, you know, for shits and giggles, you know? Just because I love hating myself. Oh my lord, do I hate myself. That's... I probably don't want to do something textured, but that should be good. We do this one. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now... I actually listen to this soundtrack. I feel like this has too much energy, but it is, you know. Okay. Back to it. I can't put it off forever. This one's gonna be much harder, but as usual, start off with a neutral background, because white is not neutral. Especially when you need to use the color white. for color switching purposes. Actually, doesn't this program have a color switcher? I seem to remember it does. Yep, that would do. It's the Dark Souls track by Ancient Legend. Been a little while since I've done this view, and it shows. Fold there, so it's down, down, up, down. We'll just make this a straight line for the time being. We'll work on details in a sec. Forward a bit, there. Oh. There. There. It splits off there. Folds in on itself. There. Now, both her feet are roughly there. And there. Gonna thank you. getting distracted. Don't do that. Gotta stay on topic. Shoulders. Parts there. Fabric. It's actually a bone that does that. I think it's what would be the bone? I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Not right now, at least. It's not exactly what it is. And then we have the Masada. This is where the focus gets the blade with its fabric. It's the way it lift it up a bit. It's 2 pieces of fabric. And here, this goes over here. This is a type of fold. Believe it or not, she's not actually an orange. I just am too far into orange to do it with anything else in my opinion when I'm focusing on it. The folds, this one is nothing for me then, it's like really almost open, which helps other things. This goes in. Hmm.
Anything I do?
Is
I do want to run now, but it might be easier when running just to avoid the bullets, as they say.
oh yeah, I need to set for at least like 2 minutes. Oh. That's all they lose. God. Why do I have to be so sore? If only I wasn't. Oh my lord. Oh. It's a wonderful week. What a wonderful bloody week. I'll stop at 5. Actually stop. If only I had someone to chat to. It'd be nice. Oh, but not yet. Not yet indeed. Just me, myself, and my lonely self. Me, myself, and Irene, one might even say. But, oof. Ba-da-ba. You know, I've been getting this ad on Instagram constantly about these like short stories. I want to watch them, but I know it's bait. Like, I know it's bait, but I want to watch them so badly. Oh. Oh. Wow, everything gets picked up by my mic, doesn't it? And I do have it on voice mode, I guess. I'm really putting this off. Just because I hate rendering so much. It's the worst. The worst, I say. Like, it may be the worst, but nothing looks good without it. Okay, stretch, stretch. I would have cracked my neck, but it did not crack for me. Who knows why? It is kind of actually in the orange, but yeah, we need a base color, which would be you. Yeah. I think you're the base color. Roughly. Okay. Time to start doing the things. My lord. Not off to a great start, are we? Okay. I'm just nervous is all. We'll start with the top, since the top makes more sense in my brain. And also... what's the word? It'll come to me in a sec. I think this is painful, but it should turn out alright. Okay. What a pleasant night. I might take off these headphones into not even listening to anything at this point. It's just me and my quiet self. But that's alright. It is indeed alright. There's some dark bits, but not that many. And they can be done a little later. It seems like there's a couple of type of folds, but only a couple. And the rest seem to all follow along with those ones. We might have to look into it. But that's not the current focus of what I'm doing. Okay. And this is and down. I realize I'm only copying at the moment, but everything starts out as copying before you start learning how to do things. And it's been particular. And I am making note of where everything is as well, beyond just the copying. Just a lot of everything. And then you will be. Okay. This. Oh, that's just that. Got it. How about this? That's good. And 1, 2, 3. Because I'm doing the light bits. Actually, surprisingly, I can just say that. Copper. Oh my lord. I definitely feel like I'm doing this incorrectly. But, well, that's not a problem. Not always. I know one thing, I probably shouldn't have started out with the light, but this piece has more light than dark. So it leaves me in a bit of a predicament. And some dark bits, but not that many. See, it's on my mind. That's how I know it's one of those ones where it really bugged the crap out of me. Like I want to watch. I don't really feel like I'm making a good shirt here. Like, not the worst, but something about it feels wrong. The way I'm doing it. Like I'm fundamentally doing something I should not be doing. I just don't know what. How would... Let's see if I could find a reference of clothing. How have they done it? I'm just gonna... Actually, give me a sec. Might be easier to visually show if I actually use one of the many things I have. I can go there, and my reference. Hello? Hello? I can't find it. I just had it open. There we go. This is what I'm trying to do. But I feel it's also readable. Mine is not. It's also the fact that they haven't just used It's like they've used a gradient here and then they've painted over the gradient once they've done a layer. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I do not know who this is by the way. I just using good old fucking Pinterest. Wow, they doing? That's I don't understand. I know not what I'm doing wrong, only that I'm doing something wrong. The worst. Oh my lord. My brain wants to learn how to do fabric, but that's not on my list. I know one of the ones. Not sure. It's absolutely just because I'm jumping into such complex pieces immediately. It's gonna cause me issues. No matter what. Why? Some days I can do so much, and some days I feel like my brain don't want to work with me. The principles should be the same, but I feel like I'm doing something incredibly wrong. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm an idiot is what I am. Whenever I see anyone speed paint, they always do this specific thing beforehand. We'll just go on to a different layer at this point. Where they just straight up find what they're in, which might be this, and they just... well, it'd be under, I guess. What would do like a 50% opacity? And they just fully doing the person or whatever they're using. Fully. Someone should be recognizable as a silhouette. Even in this state, it should be easy to see what's going on. See, the reason I think they actually do this part is not for the same reason I'm about to do it, which is they use it for masking purposes. So, like, you turn this into a clipping mask. Oh, sorry. You'd make one other, and then you'd do a clipping mask, and then it'd be like... I don't know, I never actually tried to do this before. Like that. And now it's all... now it only does it in the bit that you've got. Actually, I might as well just save myself some time and actually do that then. Okie dokie. Man. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Oh, the lazy bit, the fucking lazy in me wants to just leave it for another day. But I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. I know I must not. Mm. 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 Why do I not want to? Why? The lazy man in me wants to continue, lose it, stop, not doing anything. Oh, but I must. Okay. Oh. That should be the absolute darkest point, is this. Meaning everything else is lighter than that. Seriously, did I just accidentally pick the same color? How do I keep doing that? Honestly. I need something closer to this. Okay. And then it's just like that, basically. then it's like that. Sometimes you do not need to put everything there. It's enough to have it like that. We just want it to basically be piled over into the fabric. It's folded in on itself, so it's more or less maybe a little lighter just to get it out of the way. What was I doing? Yeah. This is and then like that, and that, and we'll do that. And then okay. I'm just trying to bunch a ton of shapes together. You don't need it to be exact. Don't need it to be. That goes there. And that goes up like that. That still goes like this, in all honesty. That's just like that. And we'll just do a basic two-tone face, just so I don't have to deal with her face. I'm gonna be honest, not the exact purpose of what I'm doing. It's too complicated, and I'm gonna get caught up in it. Okay. That is good. Hmm? Okay. Could it be? That's more or less. I think this top bit's just really hard to get to look right without knowing what I'm doing a little more. Oh, yeah. I do not hate that as much as I hated the previous one. Let's compare. I think the simpler one gets it a lot better, across a lot better. I still think this top is not gonna work, but I don't think I put the skill to make it work currently. I think that was 15 minutes of fiddling around with that one. God. New layout. I'm just playing in a different group so I don't have to look at that. Minimum. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to leave it there. I still want to do more than an hour and a half next time, but I am not the most attention focused person in the world, and just trying to force myself to do 4 hours when I'm gonna turn off at that point is not a good idea. So I'll edge my way up to 4 hours. Good night, I guess.